So now you've seen that the vibrations I create when making a high-pitched sound and a low-pitched sound look different from each other. I noticed that when I made a high-pitched sound, the vibration moved back and forth more quickly. It looked fast. When I made a low-pitched sound, that vibration looked like it wobbled back and forth a bit more slowly. So what about the vibration as it comes to my ear? When you're listening to a guitar, for example, you know that those vibrations from the guitar strings have to travel through the air to get to your ears. It would be nice if you could see those sound vibrations as they travel, through the air, not just the vibrating string that made them. Well, it turns out there is a way to do that. Scientists have actually invented a way to see sound vibrations as they travel through the air. They use this special setup. It's a slow-motion camera plus some very special lighting conditions, and that allows them to see what's happening in the air when a sound is made. Here we go. This is the sound of a book landing on a table. Watch that again. You can see the vibrations move outward. And here's a speaker playing music. And finally, the sound as a firecracker explodes. Let's see that again. Whoa. Does this remind you of anything? To me, it looks like a ripple in a pond. Like if you drop something in water, right, and the ripples spread outward. It might surprise you that sound vibrations in air look like waves or ripples. But think about those ripples you see on the surface of water. Where do they come from? The ripples come from something vibrating the water. When I vibrate my hand on the surface of water, it creates a ripple or wave that spreads outward from the vibration, like this. And just like in water, when a sound maker vibrates the air, the vibrations travel outward as ripples or waves of air. So sound vibrations are traveling waves in the air. Sound is a wave. You've just seen visual proof of it. So knowing that sound is a wave, we can ask, do high-pitched sounds and low-pitched sounds make different waves? You could find out for yourself if only you could set up this slow-motion camera technique in your own classroom. That way you could experiment with making different pitches, and so just seeing what kind of sound waves they make. Unfortunately, this camera setup is not easy. But there's another way for us to see sound waves. Instead of having a direct camera view of the air, we can use a machine that will do something similar. It's called an oscilloscope. It takes sound from the microphone, like on your computer, and shows the sound vibration waves, not from top down, like ripples in a pond, but in more of a sideways view, more like a classic wave, like this, the kind of waves you draw if someone asked you to draw ocean waves. So I'll try talking into an oscilloscope right now so that you can see what it looks like. See, here I'm talking right now, and you can see a line moving on the screen. This line is a sort of picture of the sound waves. It's not showing me the real sound waves themselves. It's more like a graph, kind of like a diagram. But the diagram changes in response to the real sounds I'm making right now. There's a lot going on here. And a lot of it doesn't really look like nice smooth ripples or waves. It looks like the ocean in a storm. So I played around with lots of sounds, and I found out that a whistle, like this, made a nice wave. Now watch as I make a low-pitched sound. And now, a high-pitched sound. It's hard to see what's going on. Everything moves so quickly. So I'm going to use a button that freezes the picture. Here's the high-pitched sound again. Just listen. Okay, draw that on your worksheet. Be sure you draw just as many waves as you see on the screen. You can pause the video if you want so that you have more time to draw. Okay, I'm going to move on to the low-pitched sound now. Here's a low-pitched sound again. And I froze it so you can get a good look at it. Now draw what you see on your worksheet. Be sure you draw just as many waves as you see on the screen. Again, you can pause the video if you want to so you have more time to draw. So can you see a difference in how the sound waves look as viewed here from the side? How would you describe the differences between a high-pitched sound wave and a low-pitched sound wave?